what's up, everybody? Got a new intro for you. Sorry. Had some technical difficulties.
Welcome to NHL Nightly with your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, a.k.a. the Sports Beard. Along with Pearlo Wisdom, the NHL handicapper extraordinaire. And Rico in Barry, goal-scoring prop dynamo. And featuring the Degenerate gambler, Bostonian Mike.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Sorry about that. I had to get the Instagram reset up before we got going. So there we go. Pinch your face. I'm glad I did it because you're on here with us right now. And thank you, Sal, Derek S., Mike Reno. I don't know. I like Wes McCauley. He's one of the refs I don't mind so much. But
it was a slow foot. The Bruins got jobbed a Stanley Cup. That guy can go die.
Slewfoot. Which
Game 5, Bruins, St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
Blues win 2-1. That was a slow foot.
Okay. Did they score because of the Slewfoot?
Yes. All 10 skaters stopped on the ice, and then 10 seconds later, the Blues have a goal in the back of the net. Blues win Game 5.
I don't remember that. Gosh,
I do. I was fucking 6 rows up. Banging on the glass and that worthless cum dumpster. Oh, my fucking cup. You cost me a banner, McCauley. Here's my opinion.
You had a Game 7 at home, bro.
It should have gone there. We won Game 6.
Yeah. That's a great comment. Oh, I'm picking up. So lots of great games tonight. I'm going to start with the Flames beating the Rangers. That was a good one. On a back-to-back, the Flames got stomped by the Leafs last night, and they come in. Oh, Sal, you're bringing up Kerry Fraser in the 93 Western Conference Finals, Kings, Leafs. We all know that one because Dougie Gilmour took a slash from the great one. Okay, and I only know that because Dougie Gilmour is my all-time favorite player. But for all the shit-talking bitch and Ranger fans, you ain't making the playoffs. The Habs are. Let's go, Habs. I love it. I love it. Also, hey, man, how about the New York Islanders? They're scoring 4 goals every third period. They're down 2-0 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sidney Crosby passes Wayne Gretzky for most points for a single franchise. I think Ovechkin's going to do that this next, very close, too. He's very close to that number. And the Kyle Palmieri, Noah Dobson, Pierre Engvall, who gets the game winner, by the way, and Simon Holmstrom with the empty netter buries the Penguins 4-2. So any chance Pittsburgh had to make it, they're done. Caps beat the Red Wings 4-1. The Red Wings are done. No OV score. The Canadians. What a great win by the Canadians. I didn't see if any of Rico's goal scoring props hit.
Yeah, he hit Beniers, didn't he? I think he hit Beniers.
Did he have Beniers? Let's see. I know he's got some stuff going on. He had Newhook, Tomasino, and Neighbors is what he sent me.
Oh, Neighbors scored.
Did Neighbors score? Okay. All right. Rock on. Rico hit a goal scoring prop. So we got to give Rico a big, Jake Neighbors got his 19th. Dude, the Blues are dangerous. No, I don't have hate in my heart. Stars is a great game right now. Stars Ducks is a great game. I told you guys don't sleep on the Ducks.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I just took the team total over. I didn't like the fact that Anaheim got their ass kicked the night before. So.
Oh my God. Did you steal this TV from Michael Scott in The Office? Oh my God. That's some funny stuff. Okay, yeah, so I had the 3 blind mice thing up to just break into that. We don't have tons of games to review, but we have tons of games to talk about. We also have the Jets Canucks underway, and the Canucks scored first. Drew O'Connor. I don't remember Drew O'Connor being on the Canucks. How
Yeah.
did that happen?
Oh,
Oh, it's 4-0. I can take that game off. I don't
he was
even want
part
to
of the
watch that.
Peterson deal, wasn't he?
Huh?
He was part of the Peterson, the defenseman Peterson deal with.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I know. I thought he was pretty good with Pittsburgh too. That's a nice little ad there. Who did they get? Who did the Penguins get in that deal?
You have to let me think about that for a second.
Well, I'll look it up.
First round pick, the Rangers' first round pick. I remember that.
Okay.
That they got from
For
Miller.
JT Miller and Hedel.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, I got the Blues Preds. We've got Duck Stars live. Duck Stars 3-3. 12 minutes left to go in the third. 3-1 Blues, 6 minutes to go. The Kraken Blackhawks, that's at intermission. 9:20 left in the second intermission break. So we'll be coming back there. Utah's getting couched by Edmonton. So that's disappointing. I was hoping Utah would kind of show up. They are not. So, and then I guess Jets Canucks underway, 1-0 Canucks. So I'm gonna
they got Jansen Hine and Vincent Desharnais and a first round pick. So I'd say Vancouver did pretty well there.
Well, and Drew O'Connor, you said.
They got O'Connor and Pettersson, and they only gave up Hine and Desharnais in the first they got in the Miller deal.
Well, Hiding isn't a bad player.
It's all right. But I like Drew O'Connor better. And yeah, thought that was a great deal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, they needed Pettersson. Pam, what's going on? Good to see you. Yes. So ready for college hockey. We will talk a little bit about that tonight too. Avi, and as I have the college hockey hat on, UAA colors. They'll never make the tourney, but I'll be there.
I'll keep the faith. They'll get there.
Oh, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling so good. Everything I wanted. I mean, I really would have liked to see Utah make it beat. Edmonton doesn't need this game. I'd like to see Utah kind of stay alive. I just want to see as many teams down the stretch do it. So I don't know where you guys are at with that. I really feel like we need that, right? We need the most teams to be in the mix. So I don't know if NHL.com's standings are up to date, but we can pull that up. And then I wanted to point out Frank's awesome article. Penalty calls are down 700 from this time last year. They called 700 more penalties this time last year. 430 some in the West and 298 some in the East. So over 700 calls. So yes, we are up to date. I just have to put this on for everybody to see. Everybody to see. Let's just get this going here. We got to have this. We got to have this here. I'm going to make it as big as possible so we can get it. Nice little picture for everybody. The Metro shaping up. Here we go. Sorry, boys. I was a little bit off my game here. Just because of the my computer resetting. I just forgot. I was ready last night, basically. I'd even prepped last night. So your top three: Florida, Tampa, and Toronto. Now I love this. They're all real close right here, right? This could go any way. So I think you want to win this division. That's all I'm saying. You ain't winning the Metro. The Caps are running away with it. They have 45 wins. Carolina's definitely going to be the 2 seed. Maybe somebody gets the 3, but I think give New Jersey a lot of credit. They played super well. Singsy's team at the beginning of the year. They have a decent power play. I think they're one of the top 5, and they have a plus 28 goal differential. Oh, look at the wild card. The Sens, which we have all been about. I love the Sens. And the Sens lost today. Bad loss. Montreal is 8. What are they now? They're 7-1-2 in their last 10, but I don't think that's up to date with the rule. Maybe it is. They're 7-1-2 in their last 10 with 2 wins in a row. The New York Rangers are not making it. In fact, if the Islanders make it, my boy Johnny Lazarus has to get an Islanders tramp stamp tattooed on him. So the Islanders have 2 games in hand on the Rangers. This is what I told New York Rangers fans. This is where's Mike Fiore at? Mike, this is what I told you. You have 69 games played. You have 13 games remaining. Montreal has 14 games, or 15 games remaining. The Islanders have 15 games remaining. So there you go. I would love it if the 2 Canadian teams getting into the Bell Center would be rocking. Yes. And I would be fine with the Capitals playing Montreal in the first round. We owe that franchise for the 2010 first round, which was the biggest joke ever. 2 games, they got no penalties. Oh, Pam's saying shout out to you there, Pearlo.
Oh,
so, hello. Winnipeg is losing tonight, but they have 98 points. The Dallas Stars are tied up 3-3. We just told you that. The Colorado Avalanche, that game is huge tomorrow too for Toronto and for Colorado, because look at where Colorado is in points. You think they want to host? They have 68 games played. They're going to play in Dallas if things go this way. That does not benefit them. And I think they're the better team, quite frankly. This is a big one for Edmonton because they win this game. They're going to be, they're going to be in a good position here. But LA does have a game in hand on them. So we'll see. I don't know. The Kings, sometimes they look like world beaters and sometimes they look like, I don't know, not very good. So they lost to Minnesota, which was a huge win for Minnesota. Looks like Minnesota's going to be in. That means Minnesota's probably playing the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round, I'm predicting. And then is it Calgary? Is it Vancouver? That was a huge win by Calgary. Ballsy. Or do the Blues back in? The problem is the Blues, and I wish we had darkness here. They played 68 games. So there's your look at the playoff picture. Utah tonight, too, not getting points. Huge. They needed to win against Edmonton tonight, so that's not going to happen probably. So, and then live scoreboards, there you go. Yeah, 5-0. 5-0 Edmonton. So that's just an absolute beating. I turned that game off. So, yeah, not good. And the Canadian Sens game was a great game, but it was very close. It was 3-3 in the third. So I don't know if the Oilers are heating up. They're playing Utah, so a team that's got 13 shots on goal. And I think Utah is hitting the wall that we kind of, Pearlo, you had a future with them getting in, didn't you? You thought they would do it.
Yeah, I did. I had a feeling I wasn't going to get it once.
Dude, they got decimated with injuries early in the year and were able to play almost 500 hockey during that time. So
if they would have had Sergachev and Jersey early, they probably had a good chance.
I agree with you, Pam. The Kings have been Jekyll and Hyde lately. So, yeah, I think if Sergachev plays the whole year, stuff like that, good stuff there.
The Kings Jekyll and Hyde is Kings on the road and Kings not on the road. That's the Jekyll and Hyde there. They can't win on the road to save their life.
Yeah, Pearlo, they're not awful on the road. I think there are actually worst road teams. Oh, shoot.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there are, but
there's plenty of worse road teams, but they're not playoff teams. That's the problem. You're not wrong. The Kings, Pearlo is 1,000,000% right. Yeah. That's why he's the best handicapper in the game. Kings 12. Okay. The Kings are 23-3-4 at home. Mm-hmm. They beat the pants off the Cats the other day. They're 13-18-5 on the road.
That's terrible.
For 5 games below 500 and 5, and it could be worse. They've had 5 overtime losses.
Just looking at their preview in Chicago, they have basically the same record. Chicago at home versus LA on the road. It's practically the same record. It's kind of comical.
Yeah, Chicago is 13-15-4 at home. They're 7-23-5. Oh my God, the Blackhawks are terrible. That's terrible. This is a huge game for the Vancouver Canucks here, man. So this is a big game. I'm excited to kind of watch this game. By the way, Darkness. What do you think about your St. Louis Blues now, buddy? You said they were going to lose this game. Are they? 4-1? Kyrou has been red hot, 8 points in the last 3 games. Yeah, buddy. Good thing they didn't trade him. So, looking forward to Looking forward to all that shaping out. I think the Blues are they're a scary team, man. Bennington, in the playoffs when it matters. I think they're probably deeper team. The big problem with them is Pearlo been out. They've been playing good without him. That's crazy, man. Johnny Lazarus says Alexi Lafreniere on things going south after the first goal. I don't know what we did. Really make plays. We didn't really get pucks out, or we really didn't forecheck hard. We really didn't do a lot of good. So that's what happens. Yeah. Well, you play on the team, Lafreniere. You're fucking terrible.
No, I mean the Rangers' effort today, whatever that was,
dude, you're playing a team that you have rest. You're on the back-to-back. You're on
home.
No
you got way that should be that.
You should not lose that game. Oh, by the way, the Flames had Vladar in. They had their backup in. Yeah. So I actually thought that benefited.
Get 13 shots all game. You could have pick an AHL goaltender in there, and they still would have lost. Unbelievable how bad.
I had to shut that game off. I just walked away. Scarred.
What game did you have to shut off?
Rangers. It's just painful.
Oh no, I had that game on. I did the 3 screen for a while, and then I had the Habs game on like a separate screen because I wanted to kind of pay attention to that game at all times. The Habs Senators game. By the way, Sens fans love it. Richard Clay, what's up, buddy? Parayko on track to return sooner than expected. Oh, that's good. Dude, if they make the playoffs, that's a huge get. And I mean, I know who will they match up with? Winnipeg, probably, if they squeeze in. So that could you imagine if Bennington and the Blues upset Hellebuck and the Jets in the first round? Oh.
No, the Jets can't get upset in the first round again, can they?
I can't see it. Not against the Blues, no.
You never know. Got to play the games.
Could happen, yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm not betting on the Blues on that series, that's for sure.
I don't think the Canucks can make a run per se, Avi, but I think they can make the playoffs if they get the play that we know Pettersson and Quinn Hughes are capable of. So that's it. I'm hearing some banging around. What's going on?
Sorry,
you good?
I'm trying to get my phone plugged in.
Well, mute, dude. Just mute.
Yeah.
You're banging around like a monkey in a cage, and I can hear everything.
I didn't
just
think
mute yourself.
Do that. So.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm just going to mute you. Now get your phone situated. I hear everything with these headphones on, man. I'm like deaf, but I hear every little thing. If you clear your throat, I hear it. So
those the Turtle Beaches.
Give me a thumbs up when you're good, Steve, and I'll mute you. Okay, just give me a thumbs up when you're good. Pam's laughing at you. Avi's laughing at you, Pearlo. They love you. Okay. We're getting Kings Oilers in the first round again. Oh, yeah, probably so, Derek S. Yeah, and I don't know if that result's going to be any different because, quite frankly, the Kings can't score consistently. They can keep the puck out of their net. I think if the Kings can keep it close, but again, I thought the Kings having home ice against Edmonton was the key. So if they can figure out how to surpass them in the coming weeks, then we'll be good. All right. I think you're good, Steve. You give me the thumbs up. You're good? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So just remember, you got that mute button for you. It works. I use it all the time. And now that I know that's fixed, I yelled at my dogs the other day. I was like, my wife goes, no, I could hear you. I was like, son of a bitch. When my computer updated, it reset all my settings. So my dogs were in here barking. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this briefly, and I'm just going to sling this over to you guys. You guys know how much I love Frank Saravelli, and we're going to get him back on. I got him on for this show, NHL Nightly, but we were on the Hot Take Hockey channel, so I definitely want to be on our channel for this. Just check out this article, and I'll retweeted it, but I bookmarked it too. I'll quote tweet it if you guys want to read it. 747 fewer power plays. It's crazy, but teams are actually converting at a higher percentage than they ever have on the power play. So looks like the Blues are going to win that game. It is over. Oh, Winnipeg just tied it up. Nikolai Ehlers 1-1. Winnipeg just tied it up. So that's good. And Winnipeg on the road here. So, like I said, big one for Vancouver. Vancouver been another team that's not been great at home. Kind of not a great home record. Where are they? I just remember looking, and then I was like, oh, they're not good at home. Yeah, 14-13 at home, and they're 17-12-4 on the road. So Vancouver been better at home. So no home cooking for Vancouver.
Yeah, I think that's with all the Miller and Pedersen stuff and all the media that was going on. It was like rough for them at home for a while.
Oh, at home for sure.
Yeah.
Blues within the temporary have the final playoff spot with 75 points. Is that true? Oh, yeah. If they won, yeah, they got the win. So they're right there. You're not wrong. They're in the final playoff spot, even with Calgary's win. Absolutely, Darkness. Or did they give him credit? I thought they gave him credit for that win already. Let's see. Did they update it? Let's see. I don't think they've updated it. Okay, yeah. So check this article out. It's really interesting how they're calling fewer penalties because the officiating is having a tough time keeping up with the game now. I'm going to see if I can get Tim Peel on to talk about it with us, former NHL referee. So we'll all work on that in the coming weeks here to try to get Tim Peel on. Yeah, Oilers still up 5-0. I don't know. Why do I even want this game? No, I'm not doing this. Screw this. Yeah, I'm not concerned with that game. I don't know where you guys are at with nothing against Utah. Congrats, Oilers. Good win. So, no, we entered the night tied with Vancouver. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, they haven't updated NHL.com yet, Darkness. As soon as they do, they need to have you could only remove plays that contain a major penalty. They already have that, Avi. I don't know what you are asking there.
I mean, I like the less penalties, but I still think there's a lot of ticky-tack crap that gets called.
Yeah, I think there's game. They're not calling the right calls is my problem. Just call the calls. I don't care if there's more penalties. Commit less penalties. If the refs call a bunch of penalties in the first period, the teams will stop taking penalties.
Okay.
Just call them. I don't want review for anything. I want to get rid of the reviews. The review is the worst thing that ever happened to hockey. It's the worst. Review the goal if the goal, like the puck goes in the net. I don't mind review goaltender interference. That's good stuff too here. This is going to be huge here if Anaheim can squeak out a point here and keep Dallas from getting the win. If Anaheim could win it, I gotta tell you too, guys. I've been so impressed with Anaheim's forecheck and their offensive zone prowess. And that is a young team. And I love the veterans. Everybody killed him for Killorn. No, like having that guy on my team. Would want a guy like that on my team, especially with a young team like that. And then I like Gudis on there too. I love they named him the captain. I know a lot of people didn't like that coach. I've been a fan. And, it was fun to talk to Pat Verbeek at the Hall of Fame. I'm just so impressed with the way they are coaching that team and building that team. There's no easy games there. I mean, you might work them because you're depth but it's good stuff. Yeah. Get rid of the offside review. It's the worst fucking thing that ever happened to hockey. Terrible. Who cares? It was meant for guys 5 feet offsides. And that should have just been, if the guy's like egregiously offsides, like more than a foot, the league can review it and they'll just call the goal back. But outside of that, nothing. Coaches get nothing. You can review goaltender interference. You can review a major. And those should be all initiated by the Toronto and not the coaches. So, and I think if you get a review, if you do have a review as a coach, you not only do you take a penalty, if you do another review, you take a penalty and you lose your timeout. So,
where I'm at. They shouldn't even have to review anything. So
I agree. Let's just go back to the way it was. It was a great game.
Just have a freaking sensor at the blue line. It's so simple.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that either, Pearlo. But you gotta then you gotta have sensors in the stick. Then you gotta know which guy's out the puck. It's like I don't know how you do it. And it makes it work.
No, we have the technology already. They just don't put it in.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. Like, I guess, too, with the goal, like, if the goalie smothers the goal and it's under his pads and he's behind the line and then he just kind of scooches up, they're like, oh, there's no way we go.
The goal one, you can't do a sensor, I don't think. No.
Yeah, but the offsides one, I'm okay. I would like to just use the technology we have, and these should be 30-second reviews.
Well, I think you take the linesman off the ice and put a linesman in the booth and then two guys on the line, like they get a spot on the bench opposite of the benches, so they're not influenced by the benches, but they're like, remember how we used to have the goal judge sitting high up? They're just sitting and watching the line. That's all their job is, and the ref can drop the puck. The ref can drop the puck. You still have the two officials on the ice. I say get rid of the two linesmen on the ice and have one in the sky and two in the thing. You create an extra job, but you get two bodies off the ice. You have four referees and linesmen on the ice. It's like another team is on the ice. It's not a big enough surface. Or go to the hybrid ice, because if you want to have four officials on the ice, that would be the way to fix it for me. I don't know where you guys think. I don't think you need those guys on the ice. All their job is to call offsides or icing, which they could do from that same seat. And they get that wrong half the time too. So that's why you have the guy in the sky. The guy in the sky can go, that's icing or that's not icing, and wave it off. So
couldn't a referee call icing? Like, how hard is it really to call icing?
I'm okay with the officials just paying attention to what the players are doing on the ice. By the way, Vancouver just scored. Looks like, was it Hughes or Brock Besser? Brock Besser deflected in. Good. I'd like to see Brock Besser get going. That's good stuff. All right. Okay. The most important question of the night is for Pearlo. Did you get the furniture put together? Come on, man. What's the answer?
I did. Yeah, I did. And
Good,
we
man.
had this friend over, and they had like these, those tarot cards thingamajigger. She said, "Can I pull a card for you?" I said, "Sure, whatever. I'll go ahead."
Okay.
And it said, "Release yourself from burdensome situations." And I looked over at my wife and said, "See, I don't have to put the furniture away."
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks. This is going to be a short episode tonight, guys. And I appreciate we have 20 people in here all night. Thanks to Hot Take Hockey for shouting us out. Avi, thanks for being here. Pam, Sal, all you guys. We're going to preview tomorrow's games. We can give you a pretty good breakdown because there's only two.
Cool.
The Avalanche Maple Leafs. Pearlo, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, that's a really tough game. Maple Leafs have the Rangers after that. Avalanche have Ottawa after that.
It's in Toronto.
It's in Toronto. I don't know. I think after that grinded out win, I think the Maple Leafs might actually pull this out. But
Okay.
it's a tough one. Over. I think it could be over, but I'm gonna say it. If you're getting,
like the
are you
over?
getting plus money on the Leafs?
No, you are not getting plus money on the Leafs. I'm not. I'm getting minus 102 on the Leafs, minus 118 on the app. That's DraftKings. That's DraftKings, though. So
it's going to be interesting. I could see it going either way, but I'll say the Leafs. What the heck? Just for Rico.
Okay, I love it.
What do you say?
I love it. Mike, what do you
I'm probably going to go the plus 1.5 on the Leafs at home. Just someone's got to win the game. It's an even game, and I want to see what the over-under is. I'm not getting an over-under right now, so.
It's going to be 6.5.
I'll get it to you here. Hold on. Bleacher Report usually.
You're taking the over? Well, hold on. If it's
going to be
you get
6.5.
Blackwood and Stolarz on that over you're taking?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I'm taking the over because they both have a game the next day. I'm not sure. So.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the under with the Blackwood and Stolarz, but.
That makes sense. Yeah.
By the way, if you didn't know, Major League Baseball season started in Japan between the Cubs and the Dodgers. Had no idea. Good call, baseball. Just doing it randomly in the middle of March when nobody's expecting it. The over-under in that game is 6.5. I think I like the under.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I think I like the under for that 6.5. And that is, again, that's also from DraftKings, I think. I don't understand why NHL doesn't put the over-under odds. They put the game odds, the money line, but they don't put the over-under. Why don't you just do that, NHL? Makes no sense. Okay. By the way, Willie Nylander, what's he got? 38 goals. What a season he's had. And Marner, 61 assists. Oh, I had a little conversation with our friend Hot Take Hockey. By the way, shout out Hot Take Hockey. He had an awesome stream tonight where he did the Habs Sens game. So he had a rare night off. Okay, so you guys are both on the Leafs, Mike?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I love it. I think I will take the Leafs too here. They played probably the best game I've seen them play all year against Calgary. It was a great game. And people can't say Calgary's a shit team. By the way, overtime, Dallas, Anaheim, 30 minutes left in that. And Vancouver's up 3-1.
Did you guys see what caused?
I was wrong about that game, all the crap, that's for sure.
Yeah, Höglander, Besser, and Drew O'Connor are your goal centers. So Höglander just got a goal. That's a guy too. Oh, almost scored there in overtime. The Dallas Stars did. Here comes Lee. Is that Leo?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm ahead of you. Wow, that's weird.
Well, you could easily be ahead of me.
I thought that penalty shot was a gift. I didn't even think it was a penalty, period.
What penalty shot?
The penalty shot the Ducks got?
Just now?
No. Like in the
earlier.
I thought it was I didn't even think it was a penalty. Maybe it was a hook, but they gave him a penalty shot. Man, it's ridiculous.
Ducks did get a lot of power plays in the first period, but that's what happens when you have a young, fast
Stars
team. And
scored.
Who scored?
Stars did. Granlund.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yep, I got it. Granlund, right?
Hey, we broke
Granlund, nice pickup. That was Dallas needed those points. So,
yeah, we did. DGen had -1.5 on the Caps, and I had them right with. So we did good today.
Yeah.
Hey, Sal, thanks for
getting
the lines. I appreciate you. Yeah. By the way, Kraken are up 6-2, and the Sean Dursey scored for the Utah Hockey Club, so they are now 5-1 with the whole third period remaining. There's nothing interesting to watch that game.
Hey, if anybody can lose that in the third, it's the Oilers. It just never.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They got Ekholm back. That was something too they were missing. I don't think they're
I had Utah, and then they told me. Then I saw they had Ekholm and who else was back? Hyman, wasn't he, or something like that?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're screwed. I'm not getting that game.
The last game of the night is actually a big game for the Minnesota Wild. They got to keep winning games just to keep where they are against the Seattle Kraken. It is a home game for the Wild, and Kraken are playing tonight, but they are playing well, but they're playing the Blackhawks. So they're up 6-2 in that game. By the way, Shane Wright, 2 goals tonight, 17 on the season. Who's going to be the better player there, Shane Wright or Matty Beniers? I think Shane Wright's going to be all just fine, folks. Just fine. Good player.
Oh, wait, are they checking something? I saw the referees are looking at something.
Yeah, the refs are looking at something in the Dallas game, but they're skating. I don't know. Here, let me get I got victory. Here we go. By the way, shout out our guy Glassbanger. He only has probably like 6 weeks left in prison. I think he's getting out of prison, our friend Glassbanger. I sent him a message, but I don't know if he could check his Twitter while he's gone. So hopefully he sees. We all aren't rooting against him. Okay, no, they gave the game to the Stars, I think.
Yeah, they got it. I just noticed.
Yeah, it says on NHL too. Okay. Yeah, good game though. Good for, you know what? That's the exact kind of game. That's the exact kind of game you want to have if you're a Ducks fan. You want to be competitive, be in the mix with some of the best teams, and then not win. Because you don't need to win. You need to keep getting better and getting good players. Through the draft. They're still building, right? I mean,
they got a couple pieces they're missing. Like, I think they need to bring in a vet. And
Sal, I like Slafkovsky. Anyway, sorry, Mike. Finish your thought.
No, you're good. I was saying, why were people doubting Shane Wright? Like, I don't know. Maybe
dude, it's literally like draft day. Like if a player starts to slide in the draft, I think people get nervous. I think what happened in that draft specifically was the Coyotes liked Gunther, right? Wasn't it Gunther they took?
Yep.
Okay, or was it Logan Cooley? It was
Cooley. It was
So
Cooley.
they already had a higher grade on Cooley than they did on Wright, which there were people I had heard that said that there were a lot of teams that had Cooley number 1 on their board. Who was 2 in that draft? What is that? 2020. Was that the 2020 NHL draft?
There was a surprise in there. I can't remember now. Should remember because I
No, 2020 was the Lafreniere one. So 2021 was it 20? God.
I'll tell you in a second if I can get the freaking second.
No, I got it right here. Pearlo. Don't worry about it. 2021 NHL draft. Nope, that was Owen Powers, Matty Bernier's, Mason McTavish draft. Luke Hughes going forth. So it was 2022. Then it has to be 2022, right? It's 2022. So Slavkowski goes first. The Devils took Simone Nemec. That's who it was. Simone Nemec, number 2. I could not remember. So, yeah, thank you, Darkness. Where were you, man? Yeah, so I think Arizona just had a high grade on Cooley. And then thus Shane Wright falls to Cutter Gauthier went 5th to the Flyers. Now he's with Anaheim, so that works out for Anaheim. In fact, Anaheim's first round pick was Pavel Mintyukov. I can't talk. What's going on? 25 in the chat. Cooley on the Devils be nasty. Yeah, Cooley would have been nasty if they would have drafted the Devils. I think they don't need small forwards, though. I think that's where they were like, no, we have enough small forwards. We need to get like big defensemen. And Simone Nemec is going to be a good defenseman in the NHL. He's like defenseman, mature, slower traditionally. So, yeah. So Mintyukov, was it Mintyukov that I said goes? Yeah, Mintyukov was 10 by Anaheim. Matthew Savoy, by the way, for the Buffalo Sabres, Marco Kasper, Kevin Korchinski, and David Juracek. David Juracek now with the Minnesota Wild. Not even playing in Minnesota, but playing in their AHL.
Yeah.
But again, though, a defenseman, Czech guy. Nemec is not Czech. He's Slovak.
Kevin Korchinski, the Blackhawks defenseman, he's looking pretty good. But that's one of the guys they got for the Cat.
DeBrincat. Well, they had the 7th pick. It doesn't say if it was traded or not. By the way,
they traded it. They traded DeBrincat when they traded DeBrincat to Ottawa. That's what they got.
Yeah, that could have been Ottawa's pick. It doesn't look like they had a pick. So, yeah, I don't think they had a pick. Arizona had a couple of picks because they picked Maverick Lamoureux 29th that draft too. Reed Schaefer, Edmonton's pick in the 32nd overall pick. Why they had the 32nd pick? They must have traded with the champs, Colorado or something that year.
What happened there?
Yeah. I'm on the prospect site.
I don't know.
Snuggerud at 23 is looking like a steal, Darkness. Yep, I agree, buddy. Jimmy Snuggerud, 23. And there's going to be some players from that draft. Didn't Christian Kyrou Dallas took? He's not played a game yet, though, really. Let's see. There's somebody. Elias Pettersson, the defenseman for Vancouver. He's been solid. Not a bad player to get in the 3rd round, already playing for you.
That other Chicago defenseman, Sam Rinzel, watch out for him. He's going to be freaking good too. But he's in the minors right now. Grabankin from Toronto, who they just traded to Philly. He's played a handful of games. He was a 5th round pick. So that's a pretty good one. How about Victor Mancini for the New York Rangers, 159 in the 5th round? That's a decent one. He's over at the Vancouver, right? He made that. He was part of that deal.
Was Mancini part of that trade?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. See if Elite Prospects is me. Look his name. What's going on here?
There's a lot of good players coming out of that draft. That Matejchuk is looking really good in Columbus. There's a lot of good players in that draft.
Yeah. No, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to play Dallas. I'm worried about the right side. Like, I know he's first team all Pearlo in Matt Dumba. To him be your second, you got to get Heiskanen back. If they have Heiskanen back, I think they have the depth to get through to the Stanley Cup. But I'll tell you what, and I know the Real Kipper and Bourne fans listen to this show. Some of them we've had Sammy on, we've had Nick Kiprios on. I got to get Justin Bourne on and give him shit about he's killing my boy Ovechkin. But I have to say, I'm really concerned with Ottinger. They need to play Casey DeSmith in the playoffs. Ottinger's been not good. If you look at his analytic numbers, Pearlo, they've been bad.
That's what I was saying before. I was like, I need Audie to get back to where he was before.
Well, but I just play Casey DeSmith in the first round if I'm them. Like sometimes that's how. Remember when the Red Wings did that with Mike Vernon? Like Osgood played the whole year, and then Vernon comes in and wins the Stanley Cup for him. I just think that's a ticket for success. You get a goalie that's fundamentally sound, that's not been overplayed, and I think Casey DeSmith is a good enough goalie to win the Stanley Cup. I mean, I do. I think when he's been on his A game, I'm just saying. But that being said, if Skinner can take Edmonton to Game 7, I think Casey DeSmith could get. Can you imagine if Dallas has Heiskanen, Bichelle, Lindell, Hintz, everybody healthy? Then add Sagan, Rantanen, Duchesne, Jamie Benn. They just have so much. Wyatt Johnson, Robertson. They're deep. They're so deep. That's why I think Dallas is dangerous. But if they're not getting back in playing goaltending play, so it's going to be, how does Ryan Leonard and Cole Hudson end up in the Capitals, Sal? Because we own the galaxy, my friend. We own the galaxy. This is the night. This is the
because they have common sense. That's how. Like these were. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe it's me. These were not difficult guys to scout. They were not difficult to scout. And you're probably going to get Quinn, by the way. I really think you're going to get Quinn Hudson, the unsigned free agent.
Oh, I hope.
He's only leading BU in scoring.
Yeah.
Actually going to double check that. It might be Cole again.
I'll take it. I'm telling you, undrafted college players getting signed into the NHL are some of the best things you can get. Fit, on a nutrition plan, they haven't played too many games. Insert in lineup. Smart hockey players, especially the guys who play in such a different conference like Hockey East. Mike, do you want to talk any college hockey? We got Avi here. Are you talking about Arizona State before we call it a night?
I would say I'm 2 days from now. I'm super looking forward to a couple of insane matchups.
Yep.
Fun fact, a lot of salty BC fans selling tickets, like $20 for a doubleheader at the Garden.
Oh, man. I feel bad for them, too, because they don't win the bean pot. They're not going to win their conference tournament. And, dude, I'm telling you, do you feel like they're going to win the championship?
Honestly, I think this is the best thing that could have happened to them.
You think it'll wake them up for the tournament? I hope so.
I think this is a good wake-up call.
We need Arizona State to beat Denver. We need Arizona State to beat Denver, Avi, just so they make the tournament.
Even they still need a little. That'll get them just over they'll be on the knocking on the door stage. Obviously, if they win their conference, they're in no matter what. But they need to get 3 points out of the next 2 games. They have to beat Denver, obviously, and then you got to at least take Western to overtime.
So today is Tuesday. Thursday. Are you with us tomorrow, Mike? You're not with us tomorrow, right? You're not with us.
Coin flip, but Thursday I'm definitely at TD Garden for a pair of real games.
So for UConn, Boston U, and Northeastern Maine.
Yep.
Huge games. And then they're playing Friday?
Yeah, because stupid Garden screwed up their scheduling.
Okay. And so also Friday you have Cornell versus Quinnipiac, Dartmouth versus Clarkson, Denver versus Arizona State. Now, is that just the one game? Denver, Arizona.
Yeah, everything's a single from here on out.
Okay. All right. And then North Dakota, Western Michigan. No, if North Dakota beats Western Michigan, are they Do they have a chance to get in?
They're at 18. But
yeah.
Remember, they could be an auto bid, right? North Dakota beats Western and beats the winner of Arizona State Denver. They're automatically in.
Right. Oh, so this is the quarterfinals. So so we need Arizona State to beat Denver and then to go on and beat Western Michigan or North Dakota.
And if you get the auto bid, if you followed me, you hit a plus 500, but whatever.
And then Bentley, Holy Cross, Ohio State, Michigan State. Now, is Ohio State, Michigan State the Big Ten championship?
Yes. And
so that's Sunday.
Both of them are in. They're fighting for seeds. And that's
Ohio
State.
But, if you're Michigan State, you had a really good year. You want to win that thing.
Right. So, but also, if you're Michigan State, let's pretend the season ended today. You can't play someone in your conference in the first round. So that right now would be Michigan. If they were to win, they would get the winner of actually Bentley and Holy Cross. So difference in teams dramatically from an auto bid team to.
Yeah, we think Penn State gets in probably. If Arizona State doesn't make it, they're probably Penn State makes it.
Right now, Michigan is still in. Like they're saying 14.
That shouldn't happen. If they get in, it's going to be bad, I think. Not for them. I mean, it's going to be great for them. I just think
it'll be Michigan.
They don't deserve to be in my opinion.
I don't think so either. But what's going to save them is they swept BU at BU. That's going to be their saving grace.
Yep. Okay, boys. That's the show. We'll be back tomorrow for a probably loaded show because Thursday we have 14 games to preview.
I won't be here tomorrow, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not going to be here tomorrow. So it might just be me, and we'll have some fun. We'll figure it out. It's only 2 games anyway, so if it's just me, I appreciate you showing up. I won't even tag the other guys. So thanks, Pam. Appreciate you. Everybody have a good one. Yeah, let's go, Avi. I hope we see the matchups. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 10:10 Eastern. Might be Beard solo show. We'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Well, go ahead, Mike. What were you going to say?
Oh, this should be fun. I was going to say solo cup, solo show, but.
Shout out to late great Toby Keith. I met him. He wrote that song, Red Solo Cup. I'll be the Red Solo Cup by myself. Anyway, everybody, have a great one. Appreciate you all. Thanks on behalf of Pearlo Wisdom and the Degenerate Bostonian, I'm Jeremy Maxwell, aka the Sports Beard. Appreciate you all. Have a great night. See ya tomorrow.